In a cozy woodland burrow at the edge of an enchanted forest lived Benny, a fluffy bunny with floppy ears, big blue eyes, and an adventurous heart. One sunny morning, Benny woke up to the sound of birds singing an unfamiliar melody. He followed the tune deep into the...
You are staring at the screen, watching an animated, cute cartoon story unfold. Characters are moving, talking, and expressing emotions. What if I told you that this entire animated story was created from scratch using an AI tool? It looks like something that would take a lot of time and hard work, right? Well, the game has completely changed. No drawing skills, no animation background, no expensive software subscriptions eating into my budget. A year ago, I would have laughed if someone told me this was possible. But here we are, and honestly, it's kind of mind-blowing. Today, I'm walking you through the exact process for creating cute animated stories using VideoExpress 2.0. We're covering everything from setting up your project to generating characters, making them talk, and exporting your final video. By the end of this, you'll have the exact blueprint to bring any story you can imagine to life. Let's get into it. By the way, you can watch this cartoon story at the end of this video. Before we jump into the software, let's talk about your story. There are two main approaches here. The first involves meticulously crafting detailed scripts and storyboards beforehand, then building your video around them. The second way? We're throwing all that out the window. With this approach, you build your story visually, piece by piece, right within the software. All you need is a simple idea, a spark. This method leaves so much more room for creativity because the AI will often generate visuals that ignite brand new ideas you hadn't even considered. You don't need to be a seasoned writer. You just need a starting image in your head. You'll take that simple idea and leverage the platform's AI to flesh it out with characters, dynamic backgrounds, and actions. For this tutorial, I'll demonstrate the more classical method. Our concept is straightforward. A cute bunny discovers a magical carrot in an enchanted forest. That's our entire plan. We have our core character, the cute bunny, and a captivating setting, an enchanted forest. To quickly generate a short script, I simply prompted ChatGPT with, "Create me a short cartoon story script involving a cute bunny in an enchanted forest." Easy as that. All right, let's get our hands dirty. The first time you open VideoExpress 2.0, it might look a little overwhelming, but I promise it's incredibly simple once you know the lay of the land. Think of this as your mission control, and in a few minutes, you'll know it like the back of your hand. When you launch the app, you'll start a new project. You'll see the usual New, Open, and Save options in the top bar, just like any other program you've probably used. We'll click New to get our blank canvas. Now, let's break down the main workspace. By the way, if you want a detailed walkthrough of how this tool works, I will leave a link to my VideoExpress 2.0 review video in the description below. Now, in the center is the main preview screen. This is where you'll watch your cartoon story come to life. Over on the left, you can pick your project's aspect ratio. For a standard YouTube video like this one, you'll want 16 by 9. If you were making a TikTok or an Instagram reel, you'd just grab the vertical option. The real magic is on the right-hand side in the Tools panel. This is where you'll be spending most of your time. You've got a few key tabs, but the most important one for us is Create with AI, which is where we'll generate all of our visuals. You also have Import Media to upload your own stuff, like music, sound effects, images, or even video clips you shot yourself. And of course, you have tabs for adding text, effects, and transitions. Below the main preview screen is your timeline. This is where you'll assemble the entire video. Picture it like a film strip where you drag and drop your animated clips, sounds, and music in the right order. It uses layers or tracks, so you can have a background on one layer, a character on the layer above it, and your narration on an audio layer at the bottom. Canvas center, tools right, timeline bottom. Master that triangle, and you'll move through this software like you've been using it for years. Trust me on this one. This is the part you've been waiting for. We're about to create our main character and our first scene without drawing a single line. It all happens in the Create with AI panel. First up, our hero, the little adventurer. We'll use the Create from Prompt feature. This is a two-step process. First, you create a static image and then you bring it to life. This gives you amazing control. Under the prompt box, you can pick an image style. You've got options like human, photorealistic, 2D, and 3D. Since we're making a cartoon, we'll select 3D. Now, let's write a good prompt. The more descriptive, the better. Based on the script I generated, I'll type, "A fluffy, cute bunny with long ears and big, curious eyes. 3D cartoon style, high detail." The software even has a button to enhance your prompt if you want it to add more detail for you. Let's hit Create Image. In just a few moments, VideoExpress gives us a high-quality image of our character. By the way, this was the image I got when I tried earlier. Don't forget to save this image to your folder. This is crucial for creating scenes with a consistent character, which we'll cover later. Now, a static image is cool, but we need animation. Here comes step 2. On the image you just made, there's a button that says Create Video. There is also a prompt box above called the Video Action Prompt. This is where you tell the AI what you want the character to do. I'll type, "The bunny is looking around at something with a curious expression. Its nose twitching slightly." Choose this video length booster to extend the video clip and click Create Video. And just like that, our character is alive. We now have an animated clip of our cute bunny looking curious. It's awesome! And this is the core process we'll use for everything. For example, if you need a setting and want to create a forest, the process is exactly the same. We'll go back to Create from Prompt, keep the 3D style, and for the prompt, we'll type, "A magical, enchanted forest at twilight, with glowing mushrooms and ancient, mossy trees. A single beam of moonlight illuminates a sparkling magical carrot sticking out of the ground." 3D cartoon style. We'll generate the image and animate the scene just like we did earlier. And just like that, with just 2 prompts, you've got your main character and the first location. The videos you create will be saved automatically in My AI Videos folders inside the media library, ready to go. We can now just repeat this process, generating new actions and backgrounds as we go to build out the rest of our story. I will show you how to create a scene with the same character in the end. If your mind is already racing with story ideas and you're getting some real value out of this guide, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. Now, our scene looks nice, but it's totally silent. To really tell a story, we need sound. This is another area where AI has turned a super complex process into something incredibly simple. We're going to add narration, sound effects, and even make our character talk with perfect lip syncing. First, the narration. Instead of recording your own voice, you can use the built-in text-to-speech engine. In the Import Media panel, find the Text-to-Speech option. Type in your first line. Maybe it says, "The cute bunny thought he knew every corner of his enchanted forest, but the discovery under the moonlight would change everything." The tool gives you a huge library of AI voices to pick from, with different languages and accents. Just pick one that fits the mood, generate the audio, and just like the videos, it pops up in the media library. Then you can just drag this audio file onto an audio track in the timeline, right where the scene starts. Now, full transparency here. For my own projects, I usually go with 11 Labs. Their voices are absolutely incredible, but they'll cost you an extra monthly subscription. If you're just getting started or testing the waters, VideoExpress's built-in voices are okay. They'll get the job done without breaking the bank. Here's an example of an audio clip I generated with VideoExpress. It's decent, I suppose.
The cute bunny knew every corner of his enchanted forest, but the discovery under the moonlight would change everything.
Now I want to show you a truly mind-blowing part which you can use for your cartoon stories: making the character speak. A quick heads up. Right now, this feature works exclusively with human characters, so while it won't apply to our bunny story, it's an incredible tool for other projects you might create. This is done with the Talking Photos feature, which handles all the lip sync for you automatically. Go to Create with AI option and choose the human talking video. Select the image you saved earlier. I am going to choose this image for this demo purpose. Here, you need to add the video action prompt. This is pre-filled for me. I can edit this if I want. Click on Create Human Talking Video. I'll create a line of dialogue which I wrote for the bunny using this same text-to-speech tool. This carrot, it's sparkling. I wonder what it tastes like. You can also choose the speed and the pitch from here. Click on Import Speech. Once the text file is ready, hit Create Talking Video. The AI analyzes the audio and the character's face and then re-renders the video with synced lip movements.
This carrot, it's sparkling. I wonder what it tastes like.
I must say here, this feature inside VideoExpress is still a work in progress. The result is pretty average. Our silent animated character is now speaking the line with an animated mouth. If this feature inside VideoExpress improves, this can be a massive game changer for solo creators because it gets rid of the need for complicated facial animation that used to take days or even weeks. To finish the soundscape, we need some ambiance. I'll use the AI Soundmaker to generate a few effects. I'll type in a prompt like chirping crickets and a gentle rustle of leaves, and another one for a magical chime as the bunny pulls the carrot from the ground. By the way, this feature inside VideoExpress works pretty well. Click on this Save Sound button to add it to the media library. I can then drag these sound effects onto different audio tracks, layering them to create a rich, immersive world. One of the biggest headaches with AI video has always been keeping your character looking the same from shot to shot. You create a character in one scene, but when you try to generate them again, they look
off.
Different hair, different face. it just pulls you right out of the story. VideoExpress tackles this nightmare with their consistent character feature. And honestly, it's pretty impressive when it works. The key word being when. Here's how it works. Let's take an example. Let's create our second scene, where the cute bunny finds the magical rainbow carrot. We'll go back to the Create with AI panel and pick the Consistent Character option. The first thing it needs is a reference photo. I'll just upload the very first static image of Bunny that we made. Remember how we had saved it in the beginning? That one. This picture now becomes the official blueprint for his appearance. Now, I can write a simple prompt for a completely new action. I'll type, "The bunny finds a glowing, rainbow-colored carrot." First, we will need to generate the image. I will choose Photorealistic, and then click on Create Image. What the software does here is incredible. It generates this entirely new scene, but it carefully maps the face and character design from our reference photo onto the new animation. Once the image is ready, you can click on the Create a Video button. We don't need to add the video action prompt here. VideoExpress will take this image action prompt as the video action prompt. Let's choose Video Length Booster and click on Create Video. The result is a new clip where the bunny is doing something completely different, but it is unmistakably the same bunny from scene 1. His face, his ear, his hair, it's all preserved, well, to the greatest extent. I can now drag this new, consistent clip onto the timeline right after our previous scene. Now we have a seamless story. Our story is built, the audio is in, and our character is consistent. Now, if you want, you can add things like transitions and text. VideoExpress has a dedicated Transitions tab. You can pick a simple rotation or a zoom. This tiny addition makes the whole thing feel so much more professional. Next, if you want to add text, go to the Text tab, which has a library of a few pre-animated titles, intros, and lower thirds. The last step is to export our video so we can share it with the world. This is the easiest part of the whole process. In the top bar, you'll find the Export button. Clicking it brings up the export settings. Here you can confirm your final resolution and quality. We want this in high definition, so we'll make sure that's selected. We'll choose to export the video. After a quick render, where the software puts all our layers, effects, and audio into one file, our video will be ready to download. And that's it. Mission accomplished. So there you have it. You went from a simple one-sentence idea to a fully animated story. That's the entire workflow from start to finish. You can check out VideoExpress 2.0 from the link in the description below. The tools that used to belong only to giant animation studios are now sitting right at your fingertips. The only thing standing between you and your own animated stories is hitting that new project button and giving it a shot. If you found this tutorial helpful and want more guides for creating with AI, make sure you're subscribed. Here's the video I created for this demo. Hope you will enjoy it. I will see you in the next one.
In a cozy woodland burrow at the edge of an enchanted forest lived Benny, a fluffy bunny with floppy ears, big blue eyes, and an adventurous heart. One sunny morning, Benny woke up to the sound of birds singing an unfamiliar melody. He followed the tune deep into the forest, hopping past sparkling mushrooms and trees that whispered secrets. Suddenly, a golden glow caught his eye beneath a patch of wildflowers. Benny brushed them aside, and a glowing, rainbow-colored carrot was sticking out of the ground. He tugged it free, and poof! A swirl of magic sparkled around him. The carrot giggled, yes, giggled, and said, "Congratulations, Benny! You found me, the forest's wish carrot. Chickles! You get one magical wish." Benny thought hard. "I wish for a garden full of the yummiest veggies to share with my friends." The carrot twinkled and popped into the air. In a flash, Benny's humble backyard transformed into a glowing garden bursting with magical veggies, flying lettuce, singing peas, and rainbow carrots just like the one he found. That evening, Benny invited all the forest animals for a magical veggie feast. They laughed, danced, and nibbled glowing snacks under the stars. And from that day on, Benny became the forest's friendliest little gardener, always sharing the magic.